For centuries, humans have gazed at the stars, wondering if we are alone. Are there other beings out there looking back at us? Stories of strange lights and encounters with beings not of this world have been passed down. These tales, often dismissed as folklore, fuel our fascination with the unknown. The question of extraterrestrial life is not new. Ancient civilizations recorded celestial events that defied explanation. Cave paintings depict strange figures, suggesting visits from beings with advanced technology. The modern era of UFO sightings began in the mid-20th century, coinciding with aviation and space exploration. As our technology advanced, so did the frequency and complexity of these sightings. These accounts sparked a wave of interest in UFOs and the possibility of alien life. The early years of UFO sightings were marked by a sense of wonder and trepidation. Reports often came from remote areas, from farmers, pilots, and everyday people who found themselves face to face with the unexplained. One of the earliest well-documented cases occurred in 1947 near Mount Rainier in Washington state. Kenneth Arnold, a businessman and experienced pilot, reported seeing 9 unusual objects flying in formation near the mountain. He described their movement as like saucers, skipping on water, a phrase that would soon capture the public imagination and give rise to the term flying saucers. Arnold's sighting, coming just weeks before the Roswell Incident, helped to ignite a wave of UFO sightings across the United States. Other cases from this era, like the Mantell Incident in 1948, added to the growing mystery. Captain Thomas Mantell, a pilot with the Kentucky Air National Guard, died while pursuing a UFO. His plane crashed under mysterious circumstances, fueling speculation that he had encountered something truly extraordinary. These early sightings, though often lacking in physical evidence, shared a common thread. Credible witnesses, often with backgrounds in aviation or the military, reporting sightings that defied conventional explanation. They raised questions that would linger for decades. What were these objects? Where did they come from? And why were they here? No discussion of UFOs would be complete without mentioning the Roswell Incident. In July 1948, something crashed in the New Mexico desert near Roswell. Initial reports spoke of a flying disc being recovered. However, the story quickly changed. The Army claimed the debris was from a weather balloon. This explanation was largely accepted at the time. The Roswell Incident faded from the headlines. Decades later, new witnesses reignited interest, claiming a cover-up. They spoke of unusual materials and strange bodies. The Roswell Incident became a watershed moment in UFO history. While UFO sightings continued throughout the latter half of the 20th century, official acknowledgement of the phenomenon remained elusive. Governments around the world, particularly in the United States, maintained a policy of denial and obfuscation, dismissing sightings as hoaxes, misidentifications, or matters of national security. Project Blue Book, a UFO research project conducted by the US Air Force from 1952 to 1969, investigated thousands of UFO reports. While the project concluded that most sightings could be explained as conventional aircraft, weather phenomena, or other natural occurrences, a small percentage of cases remained unidentified. This official silence, rather than quelling public interest, only served to fuel speculation and conspiracy theories. The lack of transparency from government agencies led many to believe that the truth about UFOs was being deliberately suppressed. The idea of a vast, shadowy government conspiracy concealing the existence of extraterrestrial life took root in popular culture. In recent years, there has been a shift in the official stance on UFOs. In 2020, the Pentagon released a highly anticipated report on unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAP, a term now preferred by the government to describe objects or phenomena in the airspace that cannot be readily identified. The report, while acknowledging the potential threat posed by UAPs to national security, stopped short of confirming or denying the existence of extraterrestrial life. It did, however, acknowledge that a significant number of UAP sightings remain unexplained. citing a lack of data and analysis as obstacles to definitive conclusions. The Pentagon's report, though far from conclusive, marked a significant departure from the previous stance of denial and secrecy. It acknowledged the reality of UAPs and the need for further investigation, signaling a potential turning point in the way governments approach the UFO phenomenon. At the heart of the UFO debate are countless individuals claiming to witness something extraordinary. These witnesses come from all walks of life, including pilots and military personnel. Their stories paint a picture of encounters with objects and beings that defy explanation. Some of the most compelling testimonies come from highly credible sources. These trained individuals describe encounters with objects exhibiting capabilities beyond our understanding. However, witness testimonies are not without limitations. Human perception is fallible and memory can be unreliable. Skeptics argue many UFO sightings are misidentifications of conventional aircraft or natural occurrences. Many witnesses are sincere, offering valuable insights into human perception and the UFO mystery. The UFO debate is often polarized, with believers and skeptics locked in a seemingly unbridgeable divide. Skeptics, while not necessarily denying the possibility of extraterrestrial life, argue that the evidence for UFOs as alien spacecraft is lacking. They approach the subject with a healthy dose of skepticism, demanding extraordinary evidence for extraordinary claims. One of the main arguments put forth by skeptics is that the vast majority of UFO sightings can be explained as misidentifications of conventional aircraft, weather phenomena, astronomical objects, or hoaxes. They point to the often poor quality of evidence, such as blurry photographs and videos, as indicative of misinterpretation, rather than genuine encounters with the unknown. Skeptics also question the feasibility of interstellar travel, arguing that the vast distances between stars would make such journeys practically impossible, even for civilizations with advanced technology. They point to the lack of any definitive physical evidence, such as recovered spacecraft or alien bodies, as further evidence against the extraterrestrial hypothesis. While skepticism is an essential part of scientific inquiry, it is important to maintain an open mind when approaching the UFO phenomenon. Dismissing all sightings as misidentifications or hoaxes risks overlooking potentially valuable data and stifling further investigation. Despite decades of skepticism and official denial, UFO sightings continue to this day. In fact, with the advent of smartphones and social media, the number of reported sightings has increased exponentially in recent years. While the majority of these sightings can likely be attributed to misidentifications or hoaxes, a small percentage remain unexplained, fueling speculation and intrigue. One notable recent case involved the so-called Tic Tac UFO, encountered by US Navy pilots off the coast of California in 2004. The pilots described a white, oblong object maneuvering with incredible speed and agility, seemingly defying the laws of physics. The incident, captured on video and radar, remains unexplained to this day. Other recent sightings have involved strange lights in the sky, objects moving at impossible speeds, and even encounters with beings described as not of this world. While the veracity of these accounts is difficult to ascertain, they serve as a reminder that the UFO phenomenon is far from over. The question of whether or not we are alone in the universe is one of the most profound and enduring mysteries of our time. The vastness of the cosmos, with its billions of galaxies and trillions of stars, suggests that the possibility of other life-bearing planets is statistically very high. Yet despite decades of searching, we have yet to find definitive proof of extraterrestrial life. The Fermi paradox, named after physicist Enrico Fermi, highlights this apparent contradiction. If intelligent life is common in the universe, why haven't we encountered it yet? The UFO phenomenon, regardless of whether or not it represents evidence of extraterrestrial visitation, forces us to confront this fundamental question. It challenges our assumptions about our place in the universe and the nature of reality itself. The search for truth about UFOs is a complex and often frustrating endeavor. The evidence is often contradictory, the witnesses unreliable, and the official explanations shrouded in secrecy. Yet the pursuit of knowledge, the desire to understand the unknown, is a fundamental human drive. As we continue to explore the cosmos and push the boundaries of our understanding, the question of extraterrestrial life will undoubtedly remain at the forefront of our collective consciousness. Whether UFOs represent visitors from other planets or simply a reflection of our own hopes, fears and misperceptions, they serve as a powerful reminder of the vastness of the unknown and the limits of our current understanding. The journey to unravel the mystery of UFOs is far from over. It requires a balanced approach, one that embraces both healthy skepticism and open-mindedness. It demands rigorous scientific investigation, transparency from our institutions, and a willingness to challenge our assumptions about the nature of reality itself. The truth, whatever it may be, lies somewhere out there, waiting to be discovered.